Okay, so my new thing now is going to be talking to you while I make lunch. That way I do it every day. Okay, so what I want to talk to you today is one of the ways to keep anxiety down, chopping apples, is to make simple meals. Okay, and really, you want to keep your life simpler, you're going to make simpler meals. Have a simpler kitchen system, right? So once your kitchen is decluttered, let's talk about simple meal planning, meaning you choose 4 meals, or maybe I would say like 3 or 4 meals that you're going to make consistently every week for dinner, like just your favorites. And you could just choose 4 for like the next month. Granted, if you love cooking, go ahead and do what you love to do, right? This is for people who maybe, like you're like me and you have you have a lot of stuff you want to get done, a lot of stuff you think needs to get done, and you really don't want to spend endless amounts of time thinking about food, cooking food, preparing food. So what you have to do, and you don't want your bills high either. My bills lowered as well once I declutter my kitchen, declutter my fridge, and then we're just sticking with simple meals. Simple meals. It's easy to open my cupboard, see what's available, open the drawers, see what's available, and prepare snacks and lunches for myself and my family. Right now it's my kids, so I'm chopping apples. That's one of the things that's going in their lunch tray. I just got a lunch, it's got 3 separate bins in it. But because remember, anxiety is like it's a whole package. It can affect every area of your life. So you have to work on all these areas to get stress down. Okay, that's gonna help you. Is it gonna fix everything? No, but if you watch this channel, you'll see a lot of different advice to help you. As someone who had such a strong struggle with anxiety, you wouldn't believe it, to now, not really. It just does still bother me. So to say that I don't have any would be a flat out lie. But I'm certainly high functioning, full functioning, I don't know what you call it. Instead of being at like a 10 or 12, I'm at like a 1 to a 3. Okay, most days as far as, anxiety. So now that your kitchen is cleaner, say you've decluttered your kitchen is cleaner, one of the things you can do is for decluttering as well is if you want dishes, if you don't want to have a lot of dishes, I'm just putting nuts into their lunches. If you don't want a lot of dishes, 1 dish per person. When your kids are old enough, they can clean it themselves. For me, my kids aren't old enough yet. They're still pretty young. My oldest son can do it, but the other 2 are too young. Now I'm opening some applesauce to put in as well. Yes, apples and applesauce. Oh well. That way, especially because if you cut down on the different variety of meals you're making and you just stick to a few that you know and love, well then your fridge is going to be filled with like a myriad of ingredients. So you're going to be able to look and be like, hey, I got an avocado I got to use. Okay. So it's just going to be a lot easier to come up with ideas that way and to see what you have to use. Just like if you don't have 7,000 cans of food, you'll be able to be like, you know what? I want to throw some canned corn in this recipe for dinner or whatever it is. So my dinners, my meals, now I'm certainly not a cook. Let me tell you, I'm not a home cook. I mean, I'm nothing of the sort. I just want my meals to be healthy, yummy, and filling. That's it. That's it. So I'll have a stir fry, I'll have pasta, stir fry, pasta, potato and cauliflower dish, not all on the same night, people. 1 dish a night with some side dishes, and that's it. That's it. I'm gonna take nuts out of this one kid's lunch because he's not eating them anyway. Drop them in the other bowls. Give him some avocado. Now that's the thing is, yeah, my kids, this is gonna look like a snack lunch to them, or to you, cause it's got, I'll show you it after we're done. And again, it's nothing special. I'm just trying to give you an example as to how to keep things as simple as possible. Simple. When your fridge is empty, you see what's available, you look and you're like, I gotta use those up. There's no, every Friday you gotta clean out the fridge, or I don't know, I didn't do it that often, but every few weeks you go to clean out the fridge because you have to because you can't fit more stuff in and you're like, oh, all this food went bad. No, so you're saving money that way as well. Let's see, well, I know I'm out of bread. So I'm out of bread, but I'm gonna do hummus wraps for them. And I think for myself as well. I love a hummus wrap. I do. Hummus on a wrap with some sprouts I make. Do you wanna see how simple the sprout system is? Look at it. Now these are clean dishes you're looking at because my one son empties the dishwasher but he can't reach the stuff. But look at this. It's empty right now, right? That's why it's on top of this transformer, but that's it. You dump them in, you put water, so you put the sprouts on the tray and then you put water in once a day. You don't even have to do it twice. And then in like 4 or 5 days, you have sprouts. So that's another simple thing. This is what's important to me, simple and healthy. Okay, so you find what's important to you. Now we'll see, I'm gonna make them into pinwheels today. We'll see if they'll eat them like that. It's hit or miss sometimes. But that's why I put a few different options on. If you have a picky eater, my best advice for a picky eater, because we had like the pickiest eater ever. He was super stubborn. He was super stubborn. Really cute, but super mother effing stubborn. And he would like, honestly, whatever you put in front of him, I can't eat it. You buttered the toast wrong. It's like when he was like 3 years old. So I read in a book, what book was it by? Kevin Lamond. I read in a book about what to do with stubborn children. And I was like, this is what I'm gonna do. And I kind of took that and decided, okay, I'm gonna use that but turn it on food. So what I did is, I didn't want to give him a negative attention, right? Because there's positive attention, negative attention. I didn't want to give him negative attention, as in, oh, let me fix that for you. And trust me, I had tried doing that. Oh, let me fix it for you. Oh, let me get you this. Okay, let me get you the right spoon, okay? And it didn't work, right? He still, it was just like, he won't eat anything, da-da-da-da. This is what I started doing. I put 4 or 5 things out on a plate. And when he complained about all of them, I was like, absolutely, you do not have to eat. Snack time's not till 10, so you may want to take till 10 a.m. So you may want to, take a second look at this food here. But that's up to you. And, I left him to it. I left the room. If he didn't eat, not my business. I get that sounds crazy, but not my business. It's up to him if he eats. He's not going to starve himself. Like, it's human nature to eat when you're hungry. Think about the things. I'm vegan, and I still have no problem eating meat if it came down to it. None whatsoever. I'm not going to starve over my views or whatever they are. Nah. So it's whatever. And he did. And still, every once in a while, he tries to pull that. Oh, it's not perfect. Oh, you put too much this. Oh, you put that. Like, okay, you do not have to eat it. You do not have to eat it. That is your choice. You have that choice. Because, you can't force feed someone. I know. Now, let me tell you. Do you want pinwheels like this? Little pinwheels like this? Or do you want triangles? Which do you want? Pinwheels. Okay.
But why am I bad?
That's another thing, too. If you have a stubborn child, one of the things to do, it works awesome. I read it on Pinterest or something like 10 years ago. Or 6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago. And it's like, if you have a stubborn kid, what you're going to do is you're going to be like, and he's like, no, you get the spoon. No, you get the spoon. Don't battle it out with him just because you don't win those things. Just say, you know what? This time I'll get the spoon. Next time you get the spoon. And there you go. You've set the rules for next time. That's what I do. And then next time I'm like, well, last time this went down, and it doesn't usually happen again because you've laid out the rules, but however. Okay, now this may not look like much for lunch because it's not much. But once you eat that and eat that and eat that, if you're still hungry, there's still plenty of food. Like, you could have more. So anyway, that's the ingredients I had available because again, it's my bread drawer. I'm out of bread right now. This jar is here to let me know I'm out of peanut butter. And then this is our